Hey YouTube family, how are you guys doing? I hope you're all doing well. So today I got something a little different for you. I'll be installing a $205 Gibson dog-eared double cut P90 pickup in this WestCreek DC guitar. This particular guitar I did an unboxing and a review of on my channel, and it's in the description below if you're interested. These things are awesome, just as is. They're simple, one pickup, volume tone, point and shoot guitars. Nothing fancy. No switching between pups, just pure rock and roll tones out of this. I think they're great as is. As I said in many videos in the past, I am not a Gibson guy. I've never been familiar with their offerings. The first time I played a double cut single P90 guitar was this DC, and I don't really know what they're supposed to be capable of doing. All I know is that after I got through with this guitar, fresh set of strings, really good setup, this thing sounded awesome. It kind of has that spanky telly tone that I really like. So I thought it was great. This guitar was since sold to my buddy Barry from the Barry Show. That's right, this is Barry's guitar. And I don't think he's touched it since I sold it to him, because he gave it back to me along with that pickup in the original box, exactly like I packaged it when I gave it to him. So he's just getting around to it, and he wants to spruce it up and make it his own. He found a guy who's building a new house, starting a new family, who's selling off a bunch of his gear. And one of the things he was selling was this apparently uninstalled Gibson DC P90 pickup. So a quick Google search of this pickup brought me to Solo Music's page, and these sell for $179 Canadian plus taxes. And here in PEI, it's 15%. So this little sucker, and there's not much to that, is $205 and change to my door here in Prince Edward Island, Canada. This pickup is worth the cost of this whole guitar. Is it really that good to bring this guitar to the next level, or is it just an expensive pickup? Thanks to Barry, you guys and I are going to find out. So let's get this show on the road. So this new pup we're installing is just a 2-wire pickup. So this pickup, I'm assuming, is similar, just 2 wires, and there's nothing easier to change. All right, I just went ahead and loosened the strings. This little notepad and a pencil eraser is great for raising these strings up. And this eraser, having a kind of rubberized feel, will keep these strings from sliding all over the place. That should give me enough height to get that pickup out and away from the body. So first thing, turn the soldering iron on. Remove this plate, locate the 2 wires we have to unsolder, get that done, pull this pickup out. Pretty simple in there. So the way this guitar is wired, this black wire here is just the ground to the bridge. This blue wire is our pickup, and we have the ground going to the pot, and we have the lead going to the center lug, and then from the outer lug down here, it's going to the center lug of the tone pot. That is also where the positive wire of the output jack is connected. And then you have the output jack grounded to the top of the tone pot. And from there, it's connected to the volume pot via ground as well to the far lug up here. And then we have a chiclet grounded to the top of the volume pot and to the inner lug over here. And that's it. Very simple stuff. So we're going to do exactly this with the new pickup. Just kind of solder to the other ground there. Take this wire out. That was easy. Get a solder sucker if you guys don't have one of these. And they're worth their weight in gold. I love these things. Just got to get rid of all this solder on this lug. Check this out. I love these things, man. So satisfying. These are just surface mounted to the guitar. Pop this guy out. Oh yeah, no problem. And we'll pull this pickup through. And there we go. So let's take a closer look at these, shall we? So this is the WestCreek pup, the blue wire. And this is the Gibson pup with the steel braided wire. And on the back side of the WestCreek, you have a B for bridge, I can only assume. You have the threaded poles there from the screws in the front. And 2 screws holding that brass plate on the back. And here we have a very similar setup on the Gibson pup. But there's nothing on the back of this pickup that tells me that this is in fact a Gibson pickup. Take this apart. Yeah, so we have 6 screws, go right through the plate, the back. Oh, it's got some weight to it. The WestCreek pickup. It's glued in there. It's not coming off. It's got some heft to it too. So on the scale right over there, the WestCreek pickup weighs in at 110 grams or just about 4 ounces. The Gibson pickup, put the cover on it just to be fair, weighs in at 140 grams or 5 ounces. So definitely a little bit more meat to the Gibson pickup. But my question is, does that translate into better tone? Let's get this in and find out. And there we go. Easy peasy. Now, Barry wanted to use the black cover, but that black cover is glued on, so that's not coming off. So we'll put this on for now, and then we can replace the cover down the road. I'm just going to use one of my helping hand clamps. Keep this wire in position. There we go. That, and then solder the line here. And that should be it for that. Now, is it worth it? Let's check some tones out. $200 pickup and a $200 guitar. Fits perfectly, no issues whatsoever, no additional routing, no wiring problems, no humming problems. So if you want to do it, you go for it. Is it worth to upgrade these WestCreek DC guitars from their factory original equipment? I don't know, guys. Now for me, a tele player liking articulate and punchy pickups, I personally think the WestCreek DC factory original pickup was better. It had more articulation, it's brighter, punchier, and I liked those characteristics with overdrive and distortion added to them. The Gibson pickup is darker and thicker, which for true Gibson fans who love that humbucker tone, maybe to your ears that sounded better. But to me, I would not spend $200 on a Gibson pickup to put in your WestCreek DC. Nope, factory original will get the job done and will get it done well. You need more thickness? Turn the bass knob up on your amp. Save yourself $200. Now, my buddy did not spend $200 on this pickup. I think he picked it up for $60 or $75. It was a great experiment whether or not spending extra dollars on brand name pickups will really spruce up your budget guitar. In my opinion, and in this case, it did not. But your ears are different than my ears, and it might be totally worth it for you. That's what it's all about. You do what you like. But from my standpoint, these budget guitars are getting better and better every year. Electronics are improving, fit and finish are improving, fretwork is improving. If this keeps going, these budget guitars are not going to need upgrading unless you are extremely particular about which brand, type, or output of pickups that you put in your guitars. So I hope this was helpful. And Barry, I really hope you like this pickup. It's not a big deal to change the cover, and it's not a big deal to pull this pickup out and put the original back in, if you so desire. So either way, it was a great experiment all around. Thanks very much, Barry, for helping me and the viewers on this channel get enlightened with super mods on inexpensive guitars. It's always fun and it's always appreciated. You guys take care, God bless, and I'll see you in the next one.